What up, YouTube? Hold on, y'all. Let me put my durag on. So, I wasn't planning on doing another video tonight, but I was like, fuck it, why not? Because I gotta get some shit off my chest. So, what had happened was, um, I made a comment on the video to one of Tammi Terrell songs, If You See Bill. Hold on, because I'm a screen share. So, anyway, hold on. So, as y'all can see, this is the woman page, her YouTube page, only 4 subscribers. She got her little Yahoo or whatever. Ain't much information. Her page is whack. Anyway, that's beside the point. So, I'll put a comment under this video. As y'all can see, it's Tammi Terrell, If You See Bill. Here's my comment. 2 years ago, I can't believe she was a teenager sounding a lot older than she actually was. Her voice was beautiful. So 3 hours ago, I Olivia McKin, whatever the fuck your name is. She said she had been SA by then. She matured way too soon. The pain and beauty in her voice just astounds me. You're right, so young. First of all, what the fuck do that have to do with anything? Why are you even mentioning her being sexually assaulted, raped, whatever you want, however you want to put it? My thing is, the song ain't got nothing to do with her being raped. The song ain't got nothing to do with abuse or anything. It's a song about missing some guy she was seeing and noticing that he's with another woman, but she still has feelings for him. Anyway, so I put, what does her being sexually abused have to do with anything? The song have nothing to do with that incident, and Bill is just a fictional character. So she gonna put, LOL. Obviously, you don't read and digest. Otherwise, you would have answered your own question. Feel free to content and to yourself in the meantime. So I put, oh, I did read. You start off by saying she had been SA by then. Now I'm pretty sure you are referring to her being sexually assaulted, but didn't want to say those exact words. And to add to that, I said what I said in my Nene Leakes voice. The song has nothing to do with any struggle she may have faced in her life. So I don't know why that was even mentioned. People are stupid. They really are. You could have just said her voice is beautiful, shared your condolences, stuff like that. And then to leave it under my comment that I did 2 years ago. So clearly you're just a random who wanted some attention, and for some damn reason you just decided to comment under my comment. You could have commented under anybody else's comment and I wouldn't have fucking cared. So since you wanted a motherfucking response, you got one. Because like I said, this one has nothing to do with her and any struggle she went through. It's just a song she sang. It was actually a Was it Dionne Warwick's song first and then she did a cover of it, or was it her song first and Dionne Warwick did a cover of it? However that may go, the song has nothing to do with being raped, being sexually assaulted, sexually abused, physically abused, mentally abused, or anything. If you listen to the lyrics, the song has everything to do with her missing a fictional character by the name of Bill, who just so happened to be falling for another woman, and she still has feelings for him. Anyway, I'm put it like this. Do I know Tammy Terrell personally? No. We're from the same city and state. She's from Philadelphia. I'm from Philadelphia. She used to go to Simon Grant's. I used to live down the street from Simon Grant's. But at the end of the day, she was born and she passed away way before I was even thought of. But as a fan, I just find it very disrespectful when people try to discriminate her character and keep on mentioning her struggles instead of mentioning the good things about her, how great of a singer she was, how beautiful she was, how amazing her voice was, how she dressed, things like that. Y'all want to keep on mentioning her being beat by this person or that person, or just ignorant stuff. Even in a lot of these videos that speak on her, people want to make it seem like she is just some type of get around girl who just slept with anybody. Um, she may have flirted around and found a lot of men attractive, but I do not think that Tammy Terrell was that type of girl that just got around and slept with anybody. All because she slept, all because she was in a romantic relationship with two known men in the music industry. Well, that y'all know of. Although a lot of people are doing these videos saying that she was in some type of romantic relationship with this person, and she's in some type of romantic relationship with that person, and she used to shoot at people and fight people and all this other crazy stuff I done heard about Tammy Terrell. In the 24 years she was living, child. If she did, she from damn Philly, so she had to let motherfucker know she not the one or two to be played with. Anyway, what I truly believe is, I believe Tammy was someone who was a young woman. Yes, she may have found a lot of men that she's around attractive and jokingly flirted around or whatever the case may be. But I do not think that she was the type of woman that just went around and tried to sleep with anybody and everybody. No. Mm-mm. That is exactly why she was with James Brown at a very young age, and through stories that I've heard, one of her parents actually introduced her to James Brown. However, that story may go, she was working with him musically, and secretly they built some type of relationship. And then they had this one story where she did not watch his full show while he was performing, and when he found her, he y'all know the rest. I'm not even gonna get all into that. She is with him for some time. Then she is with David Ruffin for some time. She worked with Marvin Gaye. People try to make it seem like that she had some type of romantic relationship. Mm-mm. I think they were just two friends who did it all as a front. Had people thinking that they was romantically involved, but it was all just a front. It pretty much was like acting. Marvin was in his own relationship and Tay was in her own relationship. They were just two people that sing together. I kind of feel like it may have been like Tina Marie and Rick James because I don't know. Me personally, I haven't heard no stories of Tina and Rick romantically being involved unless I'm missing out on something and I didn't read something very well because I got two of Rick James books. Anyway, um, and a lot of people do that. Kelly Rowland and Nelly, I don't think they ever, well, maybe they did, but I haven't heard of it. But they used to do some songs together. Ja Rule and Ashanti, I'm pretty sure people thought they was together for a long time because they was always doing songs together. Uh, Ashanti and Lloyd, no, I think they only got one song together. Um, anyway, but child, people really go on my nerves. They really do. At the end of the day, like I was saying, I ain't got all besides myself. And I don't give a fuck if people talk about what's behind me. At the end of the damn day, yes, it's a lot of clothes on the damn bed. Um, what the hell? Anyway, I just feel like at the end of the day, that was unnecessary. But now that I think about it, this is social media, and people just ain't got the sense God gave them. That's why they comment under the video, just saying anything and everything. But all I'm saying is, what do her being sexually assaulted, sexually abused, or whatever essay supposed to mean have to do with this song? Is that the only thing you know of about Tammi Terrell? Do I have to go on Wikipedia and read her whole bio? Or do I have to screen share the episode of Unsung? Or trying to find a good copy of her sister's book? It might be hard because, from my understanding, I believe that Tammy Terrell's sister is no longer with us, and if I'm not mistaken, and i- if there are any copies of the book, it might be more than $100 because I couldn't really find any anywhere. Yeah, they have a few hardcover copies on Amazon, and one is for 149 and 15 cents, and you can get a used copy for 145. I don't know why that book is that much. I really don't. I don't know why that book is that much and why they couldn't. Anyway, I guess if you're a big Tammi Terrell fan and you really want to read the book, you will pay for it. Hmm. Well, it's going in my cart because I love Tammi Terrell and I would like to read the book again and get my own copy because I remember I read the book. No, I'm trying to think. Matter of fact, let me screen. So here's the book. Here's the book. The Real Tammi Terrell. The story is called My Sister Tommy. The Real Tammi Terrell. It's a hardcover. Her sister name is Ludi Montgomery. And another author of the book is Vicky Wright. It says, for those that did not know her, prepare to be informed. For those who had the privilege of knowing her, prepare to relive and enjoy the life of Tammi Terrell. And that is a picture of Tammi Terrell with a picture of her sister. And I'm pretty sure y'all know Tammi Terrell's the one with the green, the sister's the one with the blue. Here goes some pictures of Tammi Terrell with different singers. Tammi Terrell by herself. Tammi Terrell with family members. Then I'm guessing one of the pictures is two people standing at Tammi Terrell's funeral, which was in Florida. I mean, not Florida, which was in Philadelphia. I believe I know the exact church where Tammi Terrell's funeral was. I believe I know where that church is at. Um, I'm not too sure if I know where she's buried, but I have been watching like YouTube videos of people that went to her grave. But yeah, like I said, I do want to get this book again because it was a good book, and I remember reading it years ago. Um, the book has 276 pages. Let's see. What did people say about this book? Y'all, am I sharing the right page? So somebody named CC Rockstar, I believe that was supposed to say. Hold on. Ay, 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 ay. I'm checking something real quick, y'all. Please bear with me. Anyway, hmm. So is out as is out at last after 7 years, huh? I became a fan of Tammy Terrell in the mid 1990s after hearing her debuts in Marvin Gaye on the radio. Before the decade closed, I became curious about what she might have sung solo. Once I heard solo songs like "What a Good Man He Is," I was hooked. In 1998, I learned she had a sister named Louie. That summer, I learned that Elle was working on the autobiography of T. I can't talk. But progress stalled until 2001 when Los Angeles-based co-author Vicky Wright entered the picture. Over the next 4 years, the two women would compile a true story about T to debunk. Please excuse me, y'all, because I'm trying to read this and this is a lot of words, and I do not have the best vision when it comes to small ass letters. Various false rumors that had circulated, I don't know where my glasses at, over the past 30 years. For example, instead of ever being known, much less being married to boxer Ernie Terrell, T was engaged during the last year of her life to one Dr. Ernest Garrett. I had never even heard of Garrett until reading this book. It goes to show how a little information often can breed a lot of misinformation. Okay. The book also confirms what I had long suspected, that T suffered domestic violence at the hand of boyfriend James Brown and David Ruffin. Yet T forgave both men once the relationships were long over. So did L many years after T's death. L does not sugarcoat the unpleasant events in T's life, yet had no access to ground against anyone, but for all the questions her book answers, it does raise a new one. If T really did record with M for the session, what? I'm confused as shit. Of their final debut album in 1969, as L quotes songwriter producers Nicholas Ashford and Valerie Simpson as saying, then why did M allege to his own biographer, Dave Ridge, just before his own death in 1984, that Simpson substituted for T on the female vocals because T was too ill to record any further? Could M have had an axe to grind against Motown and its founder Barry Gordy? Oh well, kudos to L for sharing her sister's true story, that her fans might see the light. I was kind of confused, but like I said, at the end of the day, trying to read these small letters, it makes my eyes blurry. So I'll be trying my best, and it might take me some time. Ciao, 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 ciao. But they got some good reviews about this book. Yeah, they got some good reviews. I'm not about to read all of them because it's a lot, honey. But like I said, whenever I get enough money, I will get me a copy of the book, and I probably would do a live stream on YouTube reading the book for y'all and showing y'all the pictures inside the book. Because I do not think that I do not think that anybody read this book about Tammy Terrell. And I know this one woman by the name of this one woman by the name of Uptown Nate Robb, I believe her name is. She does a lot of book readings, and I don't think that she read Tammy Terrell's story as of yet. And and I don't know how much she paid for her books or where she get her books from. And this one is pretty pricey, so maybe she would, maybe she wouldn't. I don't know. This one say hardcover June 1st, 2005. Huh? Um, I had when I lived on Belly Street, me, my brother, and his girlfriend at the time used to go to this library, and I read a lot of books on different people. I done read a book about Diana Ross, Dr. Dre, Prodigy from Mobb Deep, Vanessa Williams. I done read a lot of books about different people. Who else? I done read Terrence J. If anyone know who he is from 106 Park, and many other movies and TV shows and stuff like that. But yeah, that is where I first even seen a Tammi Terrell book. I didn't even know that anybody had a book on her. I knew of her music, I knew who she was, but I was just looking through the library and I was like, oh crap, somebody did a book on her. And I picked it up and I started reading it. I never wanted to give it back. I eventually did get the book back because it didn't belong to me. But I'm had to get my own copy. Yep, that is what I'm going to have to do. All right, so somebody else said I could sing like her at one of Marvin Gaye's last concerts. Mhm. Outstanding story. I was a child when Tammy died. However, I could sing like her at one of Marvin Gaye's last concerts. He asked for a volunteer to come to the stage and sing Tammy's part. People around me said you should go up there. You sound just like her. I stayed in my seat and enjoyed the moment. I look like Tammy too. Hmm. But you don't have no picture on your Amazon, so we don't know what you look like. Anyway, reading this book, I felt spiritually connected to Tammy and her sister's pain. I cried and laughed. I thank God for manifesting Himself in Lily, Tammy's sister, or that's supposed to say sister, to bring her to peace. She grieved so long, God gave her peace, and she shares her loving sister's life. I thank God that Tammy was surrounded by loving people as she prepared to be with Jesus. The truth was finally revealed. Enjoy reading the many positive comments from other Motown former employees. The Motown family, may God continue to bless you, Louie. P.S. My sister married in Montgomery in 1955. Okay. This is Tammi Terrell's biography. Her name is Thomasina Winifred Montgomery. She is born April 29th, 1945. She passed away March 16th, 1970. She's professionally known as Tammi Terrell. She was an American singer, songwriter, widely known as a star singer for Motown Records during the 1960s, notably for a series of debuts with, a series of duets with singer Marvin Gaye. Terrell began her career as a teenager, first recording with Skepta One Records before spending nearly 9 months as a member of James Brown Revue, recording for Brown's Charming label. After attending college, Terrell recorded briefly for Checker Records before signing to Motown in 1965. With Gaye, she scored 7 top 40 singles on the Billboard Hot 100, including Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999, Ain't Nothing Like a Real Thing, and You're All I Need to Get By. Terrell's career was interrupted when she collapsed into Gaye's arms as the two performed at a concert in Hampton Sydney College on October 14, 1967. Terrell was later diagnosed with a brain tumor and had 8 unsuccessful surgeries before dying on March 16, 1970, at the age of 24. That is so sad. That girl ain't never really have a fair life. Only 24 years old. She did not have a fair life at all. So to be honest, she pretty much was a teenager or in her early adulthood when she was with David Ruffin. And she damn sure was a teenager with James Brown. Y'all already know what she looks like. That's another picture of her in 1968. She was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She died in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and she is currently buried at the Mount Lawn Cemetery in Erin Hill, Pennsylvania. She grew up in Germantown, unless they're from the Summon Grass. Like before, Grass was the school she went to. Thomasina Winifred Montgomery was born in Philadelphia to Jean Brigham and Thomas Montgomery. Jeannie was an actress and Thomas was a barbershop owner and local politician. According to her sister, their mother was mentally ill. Terrell was the older of two siblings. According to an unsung documentary, her sister Louie said her parents thought Terrell would be a boy and therefore she would be named after her father. When Terrell was born, the parents settled on the name Thomasina, nicknaming her Tommy. Terrell later changed it to Tammy after seeing the film Tammy and the Bachelor and hearing the theme song Tammy at the age of 12. According to Moody's book, My Sister Tommy, The Real Tammy Terrell, Terrell was raped by three boys at the age of 11. Around this time, she started to have migraine headaches. While it was not thought to be of significance at the time, family members later stated that these headaches might have been related to her later diagnosis of brain cancer. Terrell attended Germantown High School in Philadelphia. In 1960, Terrell signed under the One subsidiary of Skepta Records after being discovered by Luther Dixon. She recorded the ballad If You See Bill under the name Tammy Montgomery and did demos for the Shirelles. After another single, Terrell left the label. Having been introduced to James Brown, she signed a contract with him and began singing backup for his review concert tours. In 1961, Terrell created the group, The Sherrys. In late 1962, she was kicked out due to multiple disputes. Eventually, they went their separate ways, with the Sherrys moving on without Terrell. In 1963, she recorded the song I Cried, released on Brown's Try Me Records. It became her first charting single, reaching number 99 on the Billboard Hot 100. Terrell later signed to Checker Records and released the Burt Burns produced If I Would Marry You, a duet with Jimmy Radcliffe, which Terrell composed. Following this relative failure, Terrell announced a semi-retirement from the music business. Terrell enrolled in the University of Pennsylvania, where she majored in pre-med, staying at a school for 2 years. In the middle of this, Terrell was asked by Jerry Butler to sing with him in a series of shows in nightclubs. After Butler arranged to assure Terrell that she would continue her schooling, she began touring with Butler. In April 1965, during a performance at the Grand Club in Detroit, she was spotted by Motown CEO Barry Gordy, who promised to sign her to Motown. Terrell agreed and signed to Motown on April 29th, 1965, her 20th birthday. I Can't Believe You Love Me became Terrell's first R&B top 40 single, followed almost immediately by Come On and See Me. In 1966, Terrell recorded two future classics, Sea Wonders, All I Do Is Think About You, and what? The Isley Brothers, This Old Heart of Mine Is Weak for You. At the release of her first single, on Motown, Terrell joined the Motown with You opening for The Temptations. In early 1967, Motown hired Terrell to sing duets with Marvin Gaye, who had achieved duets with Mary Wells and Kim Weston, as well as have recorded debuts with Alma Hurd. During recording sessions, Gaye recalled later that he did not know how gifted Terrell was until they began singing together. The duets were first recorded separately. Four sessions of their first recording, the Ashford and Simpson composition Ain't No Mountain High Enough, both Gaye and Terrell recorded separate versions. Motown remixed the vocals and edited out the background vocals, giving just Gaye and Terrell vocal dominance. The song became a crossover pop hit in the spring of 1967, reaching number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 on the R&B charts, and making Terrell a star. Their follow-up, Your Precious Love, became an even bigger hit, reaching number 5 on the pop chart and number 2 on the R&B chart. At the what? Uh, at the end of 1967, the duo scored another top 10 single with "If I Could Build the Whole World Around You," which peaked at number 10 on the pop chart and number 2 on the R&B chart. The song's B-side, the Marvin Gaye composition "If This World Were Mine," became a modest hit on both charts. Number 68 pop, number 27 R&B. Gaye later cited the song as one of Terrell's favorites. All four songs were included on Gaye and Terrell's first debut album, United, released in the late summer of 1967. Throughout 1967, Gaye and Terrell began performing together, and Terrell became a vocal and performance inspiration for the shy and laid-back Gaye, who hated live performing. The duo also performed together on television shows to their hits. They were voted the number one R&B duo in Cashbox magazine's annual year-end survey in 1970. In 1967, the Funk Brothers supported Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell's live show as backing band. While Terrell being established as the star of the migraines and headaches she had suffered since childhood were becoming more constant. While Terrell complained of pain, she insisted to people close to her that she was well enough to perform. However, on October 14, 1967, while both were in your personal love with Gay at Hampton City College, just outside the town of Farmville, Virginia, Terrell collapsed into Gay's arms on stage. Shortly after returning from Virginia, doctors diagnosed a malignant tumor on the right side of her brain. Terrell underwent brain surgery at Gratitude, Graduate, I said it wrong, Hospital in Philadelphia on January 13, 1968. Oh, that's in Center City. It's a Southwest Center City. That's in South Philadelphia. Yeah, okay. After recovering from her first surgery, Terrell returned to Hillsville Studios in Detroit and recorded "You're All I Need to Get By." Both that song, "Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing," reached #1 on the R&B chart. Despite Terrell's optimism, her tumor worsened, requiring more surgeries. By 1969, Terrell had retired from live performances as doctors had ordered her not to perform due to her requiring more surgeries. No, due to her tumors. I'm sorry, I'm reading it too fast. Motown issued Terrell first and only solo album, Irresistible. In early 1969, Terrell was too ill to promote the recordings. The album had no new what repertoire, Reper- whatever that word is. All tracks had been recorded earlier and shelved for some time. Well, Jesus. Both Marvin Gaye and Valerie Simpson gave different stories on how the production of Terrell engaged their album together. Easy went about. According to reports, Terrell had become too ill due to her operations that she could not record, and Motown opted to have Valerie Simpson sub in for Terrell. The report was repeated in the book Marvin Gaye What's Going On in the Last Days of the Motown Sound. Gaye would later say the move was another money-making scheme on Berry Gordy's part. Riley Simpson, on the other hand, stated that the Ellen Terrell was brought to the studio when she was strong enough to record over Simpson's guide vocals, insisting Terrell had sung on the album. Easy produced the singles "Good Lovin'," "Ain't Easy to Come By," "What You Gave Me," "California Soul," and the UK Top 10 hit "The Onion Song." Huh? Late in 1969, Terrell made her first public appearance at the Apollo Theater where Marvin Gaye performed. As soon as Gaye spotted Terrell, he rushed to her side and the duo began singing "You're All I Need to Get By" together. The public gave them a standing ovation. Alright, let me take some time to get my eyes together. There's a quote from Otis Williams on the side. Dead roughing would sometimes be rough on the lady. You hear and see things when you're out on the road like we were. We all knew about Terrell and James Brown. We knew how James Brown was about women, that he would flip a woman's ass. And back then, you wouldn't ever get the woman's side, so the people would assume, fair or not, he flipped her ass because she provoked him to. Y'all remember something else. Anyway, in 1962, 17-year-old Terrell became involved in an abusive relationship with James Brown, who was 12 years her senior. One night on the road in 1963, Terrell left Brown after he insulted her for not watching his entire performance. Bobby Bennett, former member of the famous Flames, witnessed the incident. He beat Tammi Terrell terribly. She was bleeding, shedding blood. Tammy left him because she didn't want her butt with, said Bennett. During the Motown Review in 1966, Terrell embarked on a torrid romance with the Temptations lead singer Derek Ruffin. That year, Terrell accepted Ruffin's surprise marriage proposal. After Terrell announced the engagement on stage during a performance together, she discovered that he was already married. Ruffin had a wife, three children, and another girlfriend in Detroit. The revelation and Ruffin's drug addiction led to violent arguments. Terrell told Ebony magazine in 1969 that she believed her emotional state during the relationship was a contributing factor to her headaches, which became after Carell's. Huh? Anyway, in 1967, Terrell ended their relationship after Ruffin hit her in the head with a motorcycle helmet. It was rumored that Ruffin had hit Terrell in the head with a hammer, which further complicated her unknown condition. This rumor was disputed in Terrell's Unsung episode. At the time of Terrell's death, she was engaged to Ernest Ernie Garrett. He was a doctor at the hospital where Terrell had been treated. Due to ongoing complications resulting to a brain tumor, by early 1970s, Terrell was used in a wheelchair, experienced blindness and hair loss, and weighed only 93 pounds, 42 kilograms. I believe that's what that said. Following her eighth and final operation on January 21st, 1970, Terrell went into a coma. Oh, wow. She died on March 16th at the age of 24. Terrell's funeral was held at the James Methodist Church in Philadelphia. At the funeral, Jay delivered the final eulogy. Wow, you're all I need to get by, was saying. According to Terrell's fiance, Dr. Ernest Ernie Garrett, who knew Gay, Terrell's mother Jenny angrily barred anyone at Motown from her funeral, except for Gay, who she felt was Terrell's closest friend. She blamed most of the label for failing to protect her from Dave Ruffin during their relationship. Terrell was interred into Mount Lawn Cemetery in Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania. Gay reportedly never fully got over Terrell's death, according to several biographers who have stated that Terrell's death led Gay into depression and drug abuse. In addition, the classic album was going on a reflective, low-key work that dealt with mature themes. Released in 1971, was in part a reaction to Terrell's death. Terrell and Marvin Gaye was nominated for Best Rhythm and Blues Group Performance, Vocal or Instrumental for the song Ain't No Man High Enough at the 10th Annual Grammy Awards in 1968. The song was later inducted to the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999. Her discography, her studio albums is The Early Show with Chuck Johnson, United with Marvin Gaye, You're All I Need with Marvin Gaye, Irresistible, Easy with Marvin Gaye. This is some other albums. This is some songs. Um, Made Marvin Gaye, Tammi Terrell, um, Mama and Papa Montgomery, Moody Montgomery, and everyone else. James Brown, Dare Ruffin, and many of those who were mentioned, they are no longer with us. May they all rest in peace. Um, like, comment, subscribe to the bell to be notified, and I'll get back to you on next video.